Whatever you type in is still not shown. Don't worry. So yeah, you're fine, brother. You're fine. What do you mean you think you got? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but yeah, okay. Yeah, I've removed from Twitch, Kick, and Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. So it's gone. Hello, Beast. Do you wanna try from Kick? It should work. I'm not gonna say this on stream, but yeah. Too bad for you. Too bad for you, brother. Okay, so I'm back on the boot. So if I wait, I can show everyone what I'm doing. Okay, I've been doubling with AI lately, so but only AI from Brave. Out of all of them, yeah, Leo. If I have the, and it's surprisingly very useful for me. MD. Okay. Let's see, Beast. So MD, which you no, okay. Music player and widgets. Is that what it is? You like it? Okay, let's see. Oh, it looks kind of cool. Share songs. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. Data not linked to you, which is good. So privacy is fine. In-app purchases. Wait, is that a one-time purchase? Do you know? Because I see Premium C Pro. Let's download it. Because one thing that you will learn about me, Beast, I don't mind paying for services. With that said, I hate subscriptions. I can't stand them. The only subscription active. You're young, brother. You're young. Oh my god, those are not CD players. Those are vinyls. He's even older than me, mate. Vinyls are used by boomers. CDs is more a millennial thing. Let's have a look. No, you don't need the browser extension if you already have mobile app, but the extension is significantly better. Uh-huh. That is nice. So if we go into settings, autofill and passwords. Wait, what? Wait, no, I don't understand. What? Oh,
Beastboy852 says, who uses
sorry,
Brave
guys.
AI?
You use Brave AI if you care about your privacy. Yes, this is exactly why. This is exactly why. Every time you search for something on fucking Gemini or whatever they call it, ChatGPT, Claude, you get bombarded with ads because as soon as you type something, it's recorded, send it to brokers, sold. Sorry, not recorded. Send it, send to brokers, and brokers push publicity to you. I've been using actively almost every day Brave Search, Brave AI, Leo AI. Aside from the responses being very thorough, I haven't received a single ad. Nah. So, you know Leo? Leo is free, by the way. I don't have to pay extra for Claude. There's no reason to pay for AI in 2026. Doing it, bit one. Oh. What? Wait, what doesn't make sense? It's giving me two different answers now. It's giving me two different answers.
Electrofish111 says, will you play the Lego game today?
So let's try something. All right. Wait, account. Okay. So let's try something. I'm gonna disable this. Manage extensions. I'm gonna turn it off. Right. Then we go, for example, kick. Oh. No, that is not. That is not what I'm looking for. Okay, let's say we do kick, right? Kick.com. That's not today, Fish. It's 2 days from now. Today is just chatting. Tomorrow is all the games that you want to play, like Kahoot and whatever. Yeah, we still need it. I don't. Never mind. Okay, I'll fix it up later. Okay, at least we know there's some sort of work. Okay, do you want to show your screen, Fish? Ah, there is no comparison. It's only $100 a month. $100 a month, really? That is so expensive. It's unbelievable, mate. It's unbelievable. Already got it. I fixed the input and lowered the mic. Okay. So you don't want me to show you anything? What a surprise! You don't pay for it. What a surprise! What do you have to do not to pay for it? Pull down your pants and you go 90 degrees? Oh yeah, please give me more AI, please, please. Is that what it is? Well, of course that will go with, yeah. Yeah, I mean, but again, try this for me, Beast. Pull up Claude or whatever you use and pull up Brave. Do the same search, and actually, no, sorry, do similar searches, as in, like, for example, you search for I don't know, headsets on Claude, and then you look up mouses on Brave, on Leo from Brave. Give it a couple of days and see which ads you get. Yeah, but Claude is not only for coding. Free trial? What are you talking about? Free trial. Okay. So it's $20 Australian for a lifetime purchase. No, I don't want to pay just yet. I want to see what it's all about. Start exploring. Ooh. That's it. It doesn't do anything else. Oh. I'll leave the voice just since I can hear you through the. So you're fine with Sona? Did you have it figured out? Right. Are you 100% sure? Okay. All right. If you're going to figure it out, I'm happy for you. Actually, I do have a video that we can comment on. Just bear with me. Okay. So I'm going to leave the chat as well. Put in the logs. No.
How many times have you guys asked the question?
Okay. Ready, guys?
How many times have you guys asked the question online just to get several different responses? Like, what CPU should I use?
7800, yes, sir.
Or how much RAM do I need?
You need RAM is 25.
Will you guys stop?
No!
Well, at least they can all agree on that. But it does make me wonder.
When I came across this video, I thought about you too. Mostly fish, but beast as well. Because we spoke about this before. You only watch horror movies. What a time waste.
Do we, the writers of Linus Tech Tips, all give different answers to arguably objective questions? And if we don't, can we give a convincing reason as to why we think the way we do? Each one of us is going to read off a prompt, give our answer, and see what arguments come out of it.
Ray tracing is path
Yes,
tracing.
I agree
Okay,
with you,
so
Fish.
when they just lied the whole time. They lied the whole time. It's like how
Adam,
no, it's not okay.
Adam, you know, and to make it even more interesting, some of these questions Linus has already answered, whether it was on WAN Show or in another video. We may not know in the moment when we're debating, but you guys will see this little pop-up. How about we start with that first one? Okay. How much RAM and storage do you need for gaming in 2025?
Before we hear from them, how much RAM and storage do you need for gaming in 2025? This is probably one of the questions that I get the most. No, you haven't redeemed it, mate. Because otherwise it would have come up. Why do you say 16 gigabytes and 512? 512, yep.
Beast
that's,
Boy 852 says,
I mean, storage,
Beast Boy
you can always have an
852
external
redeemed
storage.
Play my game schedule one.
But why 16 gigabytes? I'm going to make the argument that it depends on your situation. I think 16, it may start to be not enough. Yes, again, I'm not counting. Yeah, so I'm not counting content creation, like live streaming. I'm just talking about gaming. All right? I want to say in 2026, if you find a good deal on DDR5, I would say go with 32 gigabytes. Mostly if you have an AMD CPU. Because we all know that Intel keep changing the sockets. Again, you get what you pay for. So you may pay $100, but then if it lasts 2 years and then it's fucked, it doesn't make sense. So tell I send in DM, open the sheet. Okay, yeah, sure. What I was gonna say. You always get what you pay for. The fact that it's cheaper doesn't mean that a product is better. And we also with Android phones, the cheap Android phone, they may be cheap from China, but they fucking shit compared to other companies. Yes, exactly. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, if you get a good deal on 32 gigabytes RAM, I would say go for it. Mostly if you have an AMD CPU, because we all know that Intel every 2 or 3 generations changes the socket, where AMD has only ever had 2 sockets. Basically, AM3 that is compatible with AM3, AM2, AM1, and now AM5 that has been out for 2 years now, and you at least have another 5 years of CPU that you can upgrade to just with the firmware, with the BIOS update. Even okay. Actually, I have another video for you since you brought up the 9600. I came across this video a couple of weeks ago. I'm gonna show it to you. The 7 level of AMD CPU Warrior or something. I have it in my. We'll do that next. Oh my god, there's so much to say. Anyway, but if you have an older system, like if you have, I don't know, a 1080, RTX 1080, 2080, and your motherboard is still DDR4, 16 gigabytes is more than enough.
I
Let's
would
see what
make
they
the
say.
argument that you only need about 16 gigabytes of memory and 1 terabyte of storage. If you're doing more demanding tasks like Photoshop editing or video editing, then I would argue for more RAM, but I feel like 1 terabyte gets you enough of a handful of games.
We gotta use the paddles.
So we got you, pals.
It's close. It's really close. I think that 1 terabyte is enough for games, and I think 16 gigs of RAM is starting to be on the low end if you're running Windows 11 and if you're doing any kind of extra, like I have my Plex server on my computer, and so I've been getting low memory warnings with 32 gigs of RAM when I try to launch a game if I have stuff
We
running
do
in the
this
background.
next.
That's a fair point.
He only said gaming. He only said gaming. That's true.
I would also agree with you
I'll
insofar as
give
that
you my tier
the
list as
difference in
well.
price between 16 and 32 is not that big.
Yeah.
And you are gonna get a lot more long-term value out of a 32 gigabyte kit.
There's really good value DDR5 kits. So if you're building a DDR5 machine, I would push towards 32. But if you're going so budget that you're on DDR4, 16 is probably
When
still
he
adequate.
posted on
But
this
like
video.
everything we're going to answer today, I think it's going to be it depends. It also depends on your internet speed and if you are capped on data. Because if it is a
Yeah.
big deal to download games that takes 2 days and you are limited to 200 gigs a month, then you want to have a lot of storage.
What are you guys playing? This? Okay, click.
Yeah.
See you in 10 minutes.
No.
Just like you should click the link down below to our sponsor, Corsair. Their Z. Oh, David.
What is
Next
better
question.
for most people, a pre-built or a custom-built PC?
This is the question that Fish asked me. And despite what, yes and no. Like, I still believe that custom PCs are better because you get more value for your money. Mostly, if you do, for example, like I do, right? I don't buy everything at the same time. I wait for deals. I usually buy stuff at end of financial year or end of the year. Exactly. So, but then again, they would have like, you probably talk about full price. When you go to buy those systems and end of financial year, for example, there's a big one, or Black Friday, they will have a different price. With that said, also PC parts, they're different. But aside from you get more for your money when you go when you go custom, I will also argue the fact that is an experience that everybody should have. Yes, you're afraid to fuck that up, and it's for everyone. The first time It's for everyone. There's also to say that in 2026, thanks mostly to YouTube, you can actually watch people doing it. And there is enough content on YouTube about PC building that even if you watch, I don't know, 10, 20 people building it, or even just 5, 2, whatever, the stuff that you do is basically the same. Obviously, yeah, there is a difference between air cooling and liquid cooling or custom loop, but we are going into like dangerous territory. Like, don't worry about those things if you're a first time builder. Just do the basics. Learn how to mount a CPU, how to mount an air cooler or an AIO, and then put it in the case, and then add the storage, add the power supply. Also, it's not just the building side of it. It will. Okay. I think your power supply is overkill for the 5060. Even if you do a 650, 700 gold minimum, it will be fine. 9600X, it's probably the most recommended CPU. Like it was the 7600, the 5600, the king of budget CPUs. But again, and the 5060 as well. As a PC enthusiast, I never recommend 60 series, whether it's a CPU or a GPU. The only 60 that I recommend is the i5 of Intel. But the 96 RX 9600 for AMD GPU, the Ryzen 5 9600X, X or no X, 5060. Nah, mate, nah. No, mate. Okay. And I'll tell you why. Because in 1 year, your GPU will be old. I do not recommend anybody to go below a 70. 5070, 4070. Next year, most likely is going to be 6070. If you go budget, you go 70. That's the same thing for Ryzen 7. You don't need the X3D if you don't have the spare money. But Ryzen 7, regardless. Or i7 for Intel. The i5 is still good from Intel, but i7, if you... Well, that depends where you get them from. Like... obviously, it's not going to be the same price in your country. I'm just giving you a USD number, right? Yes, indeed. Come on. Okay. So 5070 Ryzen 7, there will be easily 1500 for the GPU. Let's have a look. So let's say we do Ryzen 7 So when I look for stuff, I just go Ryzen 7, Ultra 5, Ultra 7 from Intel. Let's put in the Core Ultra 9 as well, just in case. 3K. No, mate. Yeah, but you don't need to spend 3K, mate. Okay, so Ultra 5 225F, or you get the Ryzen 7 5700, which is $170. They're both the same in terms of TDP. You have a bit more boost with the Core Ultra 5, but I would argue at that point you may want to go with not the F, but the 225 for the or even the K if you can afford it. It's $10 more. The other one is what $9 more, because the F doesn't have integrated graphics. For Intel, any F, so CPU that's got F at the end, it means that they don't have integrated graphics. I'm not arguing the fact that integrated graphics, it betters your gameplay. Yeah, a little bit. But I never look at the F, for the simple reason that, let's say your computer doesn't post, okay? I'm gonna give you an example. Your computer doesn't post, okay? So you don't know what's wrong, okay? But the PC, it's turned on. If you have a normal CPU, like not an F CPU, a non-F CPU, you're able to plug in you plug in the video cable directly to the motherboard, and you use the internal graphics of the CPU to see if the computer posts. If the computer posts when you connect it to the motherboard, it means that the graphics card is shit. It's fucked. Okay. If you don't have that integrated graphics, you don't know. So I use this as a troubleshooting way. To me, is more important troubleshooting than anything. Has he ever built a PC before, Fish? If he has, just get him to supervise you. You do it, and he tells you what to do if you're not sure. Okay, cool. Can I talk to your brother? Because he doesn't have to build it for you. You build it under his supervision. Right? Doesn't matter. I mean, you see him from time to time. Don't you meet him from time to time? No. Okay. No. K. Okay. So, Beast, to answer your question, sorry. Well, that depends. Depends on the parts, mate. I would not recommend in 2025 to have $1,000 PC. I would say probably 1,500 is the minimum. You asked Fish, okay. But yeah, to answer to you, Beast, I've seen the question now, so I'm gonna reply. So, K is overclock, yes, but F stands for no graphics. With Intel, when you look at AMD, G, the 57G, G is integrated graphics with AMD. X, the same thing. X is overclocking. What else? Yeah, there's nothing else really. Until the new core CPU for Intel, you could tell the year by looking at the numbers. Now, it's really hard to tell which year because they changed the numbers. So 225, 245, I have no idea what the hell is going on anymore. Has then 6 months is almost, yeah, I know, right? But yeah, what is your budget, Fish? Ryzen 7 970X. Wait, are you talking about the GPU? I think you're confusing GPU with CPU. So 5700 is $169, right? We want to add as well. See if this changes anything. It's lower since I bought the new asset. Okay. Okay, so those are the most expensive ones. So you're talking about the 99, 97. It's $300, not $400. But again, you're talking about a Ryzen. Oh no, wait. Ryzen 7 300. But you don't need the. You can just get the What did we say before? The 75700. Or even the Core Ultra 5 245, that's not bad. The only downside of Intel is the upgradability, because Intel tends to change the socket for the CPU every 2 or 3 years, where AMD most likely it's going to be 6-7 years at least, right? If I want to build a PC no more limitation, I will get a Threadripper. Why? Why do you need a Threadripper? You're not going to use it. It's useless. Okay. I'm going to show you something, guys. Throne. I have a wish list. So if you guys feel keen, I put on the PC that I want to upgrade to. No, you don't have to. I'm just saying. It's there. And discount. Not discount. These count as what I would love to have, given why. Okay, what's the case scenario that you would need 512 gigabytes aside from maybe hacking NASA? Maybe. So if you go to throne.com/wagos, or you just go !mark wishlist. New Windows PC. Oh, I haven't added the Oh, I haven't added the GPU yet. Wait, what? Anyway, what do you mean games? So 950X3D Dual Edition, X870 Gaming from Asus. See? Wait. These are 32 kits. 32 kits. NZXT Kraken. Ooh, wait a second. He hasn't gotten anyway. And then for a case, NZXT, which is really not really weird for me. I usually hate NZXT. But NZXT released this year a very, very good case, which I'm a big fan of. Why is Kickler still in chat? Interesting. Oh no, PCK's gear. No. I want NZXT. This one. H2 floor. This is gonna be my next PC, I reckon. I don't care about RGBs. I don't care about big. Buying you this? No, I was hoping you buy me this because you're the rich one. But yeah, so you see how tiny this is? What do you mean give away? This is my next PC. Maybe. If someone is generous enough to send it to me. Yeah. To myself. I don't like big PCs. I despise big PCs. So this one is a new case. It came out not long ago. I don't know why it doesn't let me click on it. Come on. See how big it is? 20.7 liters. The only downside of this case is the fact that you only have clearance for 331 millimeters for the GPU. But otherwise, if it's a 280 AIO, it's got two big fans at the top. Right, look, and obviously this is a high-end AIO, so you will have to buy it separately. But yeah, tiny. At the moment, I have a case that is about the same size, but horizontally. So instead of being vertically, it's horizontally. I'm not giving away anything. Why are you using the smoker? What are you talking about? Why will you use this? I don't even smoke anymore. I should really take it off. But yeah, this one is, yeah. So even though, even though it's a tiny case, but it does fit most GPUs. Maybe not all of them. And it's all mesh, aside from the screen that overlooks the AIO. And whether it's like this, or, you know, instead of having the screen, it's got something else. It's still shine through. And this one supports only mini ITX though. Anyway, coming back to our video.
I don't want to answer this.
Okay, so coming back to this, I would say if I don't know you, I will recommend pre-build. If I know you, I have any sort of relationship with you, I would say custom build, just because of the experience. And also, if you build a PC, you also have the knowledge to know when you open up a PC to see, you know, oh yeah, this is happening because the network cable is pulled, or you can exactly get to the bottom of what's going on without having to call an electrician, a PC place.
Most people is too hard of a term to kind of lock down. For most people, if we're including literally everyone on this planet, pre-built. I think that it is a better choice for most people. I have been shocked with how difficult it is to optimize your PC in 2025. Getting resizable bar working for normal people is enough of an obstacle that you will not get the most out of your GPU. And if it's pre-built and they're optimizing it for you, then you are actually getting your money's worth.
That's assuming those settings are done out of the box,
right.
which we've seen from our Secret Shopper series that sometimes they don't take the time to configure the BIOS, maybe missing XMP or some other settings, right? I think it's still good to do a once-over, maybe watching a video that can help you get the most out of your PC, even if you do buy a pre-built. But I would agree for most people, a pre-built's probably the way to go.
I've had multiple friends reach out for help, and I've given them like full
This has happened to me multiple times.
Here's your parts list. Here's how it'll go. I'll walk you through building it. And then a week later, they just like, I bought this pre-built, and they sent me a link. And I'm like, that's cool, man. I'm happy for you. You've got a computer or whatever.
Exactly.
It can be a daunting task,
Yeah.
right?
They get afraid.
It's just, it's the same thing as like, should you change your own oil? Probably. It's not that hard. So you save a lot of money. You can dump it down the
Makes
drain.
sense.
But 90% of people just go to the quick lube and then say no to anything that they offer you and get your oil changed.
I hope so.
Like,
Let's go, Adam.
what is the biggest waste of money when building a PC?
Okay. What is the biggest waste of money when building a PC? I can only think of one. It's 3 letters. The most hated letters, yes, RGB. I truly believe that people spend way too much money on RGB. My PC is black, as in it's got no lights, no anything. It's just how I want it. There are some components that have RGB. I turn the RGB off. Unless we're talking about the screen for the AIO that shows the temperature and everything, that's different. But when it comes to RGB, no, mate, no. And also, the biggest waste of money comes as well from the parts themselves, that people don't know when to buy them. So they just buy the random times during the year instead of waiting for like end of financial year or everything. So yeah, that's probably the 2 main reasons why.
This is a hard to yes or no because,
I mean, we're going to agree.
Wait, we're at
well, yeah, we gotta wait for him.
answer.
There's so many ways to waste your money. Custom cables. Custom cables.
Yeah, custom
That's
cable.
pretty good.
I would broaden
Leon
cables into
Lee,
aesthetics. I think that aesthetics is the thing that
streamer
people spend the most
cable.
money on, and most people
They're
have
like
their computers tucked beneath their desk.
$50
I would agree with that one.
As much as I fully agree with you, I am also the person who will absolutely go and spend an extra $200 on RGB
Whoa.
backplate,
This is you,
custom
man.
cables that match my bill,
Yeah.
extra RGB light strips.
I'm in the school, I'm in like the Milford Man type computer, okay?
I'm not a person who likes RGB, But custom cables, I will probably spend the money. They're usually about $50 American. If you get from reputable sellers, here's where some money is bought on a screwdriver. Let's agree to disagree. If it wasn't that expensive with the, like like with everything, if it wasn't so expensive to import it, that screwdriver is legit. Like, it's legit. I tried to find similar ones here in Australia, and you can't find them at all.
Computer should be neither seen nor heard, like children.
I agree with that. And no, let's finish this. I have another one.
Okay, you know what? No, if you guys are gonna talk over each other, use the screwdriver. It's the talking screwdriver.
No, I want to hear David.
Talking screwdrivers.
What I think people waste the most money on in PC building is impatience. They don't wait for the right deal. And it's like, unless you have a broken computer and you need that computer next week to do work, just wait for the sales, man. Like, and buy it piecemeal. Don't buy it all at once. Wait for there to be a motherboard and like RAM combo. Wait for there to be a CPU and storage combo.
Very
and you can
nice.
save literally $1,000 on a $2,000 computer. Like, you can save
okay.
so much money.
I thought this would interest you as well, Fish, because those are common questions from people that have the same dilemma as you have. Nope. That's not this. Where did you put it? Nope. I don't remember where you put it. I swear I saw it. I put in the M. Okay. All right, let's see. Come on. There you go. All right. I didn't even know who this is. This is BT for now.
Beast Boy 852 says, "Wakey wakey wogas."
I don't know if we can do this, but yeah. Animal Man, never heard of him. Agua Girl, huh? B. There's another Aqua Girl. Is that the new Flash? Jackson. Yeah, let's put it in D. This is Aquaman, right? You know, most of them, I don't know them. Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. Adam Atom is definitely B tier. Robin Hood. Where's Batman? Oh, Batman. S tier. There's no comparison with anybody. Who else? I am very sorry. Bottom line is, I mainly came live. Let's have a 10 minutes conversation, yeah? So I can wake up as well. Now, the main reason why I went live is so I could help you with Sona. Because Sona is a really, really good software if you know how to use it. Before I leave you, did you turn on? No, it's so good, mate. It's one of my bad nights. I've been on and off like this since 5 p.m. So don't worry about it. I would have sit down on the computer anyway. I just would have not gone live because I don't think it's fair for me to go live and fall asleep while I'm live. But I'm still on the computer doing other stuff. So I had to jump on the computer anyway, but I wanted to go live just to show you a couple of tricks. Have you turned on the streamer mode on Sona? Yeah, good. It's not only for streamers. And the reason why I think it's very powerful is because you have too many people on voice chat that either scream in the microphone or you can hear the music and you can hear the other stuff that's not the game, and it's very confusing. So that stream mode, even if you're not a streamer, is good to have because you can send your streaming mix to the game so people can only hear your voice. That's all they're gonna hear. And then you can do whatever you want in your background, right? You can still listen to music and still do whatever. Just don't watch anything kinky. Too many streamers been caught with this. They didn't realize that they were doing it. Yeah, I know. Not me personally, because I don't. But I know. But even then, it's good to have a different mix in your ear, whether you stream or not. Where Sona shines is on the different games. It has sound profiles for a bunch of different games, mostly FPSs. And if you have the choice, use those ones. Again, you don't need to use them as they are. Obviously, I will recommend you to play around with them. So you select them first, For example, I know there is a mix for CS2. If you play CS2, enable it, and then maybe play around with it and see if you can improve it. If you can't, just go back and use the normal one. But that's when I used to use Sona, because I still have the Artist Pro wireless. That's one of the reasons why I got that headset, because of Sona. I just wish that the microphone from the headset and the separate microphone that SteelSeries has done, it will be much better. I remember how we were having a look at it, I think it was last stream or 2 streams ago. Aside from being very expensive, the microphone from SteelSeries, it's just badly put together. But the components inside, they are subpar. They are much better. The microphone that I was showing you from Amazon, from Fi-Fi or Maono, that costs half, less than half, of what a SteelSeries microphone costs, and they are much better. But the components inside, they are much better, aka much better microphone. But otherwise, yeah, Sona is probably the easiest out of the apps that you can do. That you can, manipulate audio. It's one of the best one because of the sound profile for the games. I noticed that you're also never in voice chats. You're talking about in games? Or where in voice chats? Oh, well, yeah. Like, I use the Discord chat if I play FPSs, or if you want to have a conversation. If you want to have a conversation, just message me and say, hey, can we have a conversation, and we jump in on the Discord server together and have a conversation. I'm happy to do that as well. But yeah, I like, if there is no reason to use voice chat, I don't use it. And even though I have 5 boots plus the FK, I like when, I have it there so people can use it, because I know I'm not the only one who plays first person shooter and stuff. So they're open to everyone, but me, unless there is a need for it, I'm usually not on voice chat. Again, if you want to have a conversation, I'm happy to jump in. But otherwise, I don't really see the point of a voice chat. Like, unless you're playing a game, but that's a different story. Maybe just me. Maybe just me, mate. Yeah, indeed. And one less person that screams in the mic, the better it is. Yeah. Talking trash. That's right. Talking trash. Talking trash, brother. Yeah, most of the characters, I don't know them for this. Aside from, all the DC ones. Green Lantern, Flash, is that Ultraman? I know that's Shazam. Obviously Shazam. I know Shazam. Plus, have you ever watched Shazam? Yeah, there is a lot. Okay, so the one that I know, obviously Batwing, Batman, let's say, no, I think Beast Boy is Marvel. Black Canary, obviously Black Canary. Black Lightning. Black Lightning is one of the best superheroes of all time, by the way. Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle, I'm pretty sure is DC as well. And the character that in the movie, the character that does Blue Beetle is the same guy that does Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai. He's so funny. But yeah, so Shazam. I didn't even know it was DC when I watched it the first time, and the only reason why I watched it is because the main character, Zachary Levi. Now that I finished Hawaii Five-0, I'm gonna look for this TV show again. We probably spoke about this before. Chuck Bartowski. I think I'm gonna watch it for the 10th time now. Chuck Bartowski. Have you ever watched this TV show? 2007, 2012. We're talking about the one with the emo cunt. Sorry. I didn't mean to say, yeah, but I probably meant to say that. Yeah. The worst Batman of all time. The worst Batman of all time. Oh, shit. Yeah. I keep talking like you see what I'm doing, but you couldn't see anything. This TV show, yeah. Aside from the character choice, as in why get the emo guy, but also, and I understand there has to be a young Batman, but the story is too dark. Obviously, 1989, maybe because it was the first one, but yes, definitely. Batman 19. Wait a second. I'm gonna show you something. I still have to put them up. This is Batman 1989. What do you mean AI? No, I bought it. What are you talking about? I bought it on Amazon. This is the actual banner for the 1989 movie. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know if you like me if I lose my patience, but yeah. Anyway, have you ever heard of this TV show Chuck? We probably spoke about this before. But this is Zachary Levi. So the main character is Zachary Levi. And no, I don't know where you can watch it these days. But yeah, Chuck Bartowski. If you go, I highly recommend it. So basically, it's the story of this guy, which is Zachary Levi. That he's the supervisor at the supervisor of the IT help desk of Bymore. What's the American retailer? Bymore? By Best Buy. Sorry, Best Buy. Is the IT supervisor, IT help desk supervisor of Best Buy. And he's a geek. He's a proper geek. Like he's almost like a hacker. Right? And what happens is a old high school, one of his old high school mates, he sends him an email. He opens it, and this email contains an intersect. Intersect is basically the database of all the criminals all over the world. So can you imagine this guy? And plus, not everyone can have this intersect. Like you gotta have a special type of brain, right? Because the people before him, that they've been trying, because obviously NSA and FBI and CIA, they try to put the intersect into their agents. But until then, everyone died because they couldn't process that many informations. So the brain will fry. Right? But so he basically becomes a human intersect. And you have Yvonne Strahovski, the blonde girl, and then Adam Baldwin. So the girl is from CIA, I believe, and Adam Baldwin, he's NSA. And obviously they both want the intersect for themselves. What comes out of it is they can't remove the intersect from this Zachary Levi's brain. So they basically, so the two agents, they have to not control him, but they have to save him. You know, they are the bodyguards. They become the bodyguards, and they start going on mission. And it's funny because a guy that is a geek, he ends up being one of the best spies in the world. But you see, when it first starts, he's out of his element. You can tell that he's out of his element, but in a way that is so funny. Yeah, no, this is different. This is a comedy. This is actually a comedy. Like a proper comedy where, of course, no, it's sorry, in between a comedy and an action movie. Hopefully, I won't get banned. Just bear with me, yeah. I don't care. Come on.
The government's most sensitive secrets
The data was encrypted into thousands of images.
have been downloaded into his head.
He opened Bryce's email. Chuck is the computer.
Me? Why? Wait, mate, why me? I'm nobody. I'm the supervisor of a nerd herd.
Find those secrets.
Who are these guys? What do they want?
You're from the NSA and they're after you.
Only one man has the secrets.
Something is wrong with me. I'm remembering things that I shouldn't know.
One man has the skills. One man has what it takes.
Chuck.
America's newest spy
It's so good.
Hi, Morgan.
has a lot on his mind.
Yesterday I was fixing computers. Now I have one in my brain.
Saving the world at $11 an hour.
I did it. I defused a real bomb.
Chuck. Look for it on DVD.
Okie dokie.
Like, mate, I still get emotional over it. I watched the 5 seasons at least 10 times, and I still go back and watch it. Not much sex. Obviously, Yvonne Strauss is a very good-looking woman. With that said, so her role is almost like a super spy femme fatale, but there's no sex in the TV show. The character, but it's mostly like him that is a hacker, and he's not, and he has to be a super spy. But the way how he goes about it, it's funny. Like, for example, he was showing that he was defusing a bomb. I defuse a bomb. So that I remember that episode. So he was a porn virus that basically have taken over most of the computers in the world, and including one that had a bomb, right? He defuses the bomb with the porn virus because it was a very destructive virus. So which spy would defuse a bomb with the porn virus? You know what I mean? Like those out of the box solutions that until he comes up with it, when he comes up with it, you're like, huh? That they do make sense, but you don't think about it. Like it's, and obviously, when I was younger, I was to pretend I didn't understand. I was going, oh yeah, you and me both, mate. But my dad always called me up and oh, nice, eh? Yeah, nice, eh? he was mocking me, right? Because he knew, I knew, but it's always been like on the joke side of things. But yeah, of course, mate, obviously, like. Otherwise, it becomes a very uncomfortable conversation, I reckon, to have with your parents. Thank God my dad, when it was time, you know, the talk. Yeah, exactly. He brought it up as soon as I was... you know what my dad said? I was like, look, I'm not gonna bullshit you with the bees, with the bees and the thing. Just said, I know for a fact that you watch porn, so you already know what's going on. Are we okay? Yes, Dad. Okay, that was the talk. Because obviously, my dad is a tech enthusiast. Has always had PC and run around at home, right? So I was introduced to PC very young. What do you mean with it? Yeah. Yeah. It's uncomfortable for me, it's uncomfortable for you. I know you're watching porn. So you have everything you need to know. There's nothing that I can tell you. Yeah, because my dad has always been honest, you know. Obviously, now the shift, the tide has turned in the way that I know probably a bit more about PC than him. I'm more up to date with things than him now. But back then, he was my teacher, so he knew way more than. And back then I didn't even know how to cover my tracks. You know what I mean, like browser history and da 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 da. So yeah, exactly. My first PC, yes, I do. Commodore 64. Then my dad introduced me to a Commodore 64 first. Then, because he saw me interested in the storage, Commodore. Really? Oh wait, you're young. Wait. Commodore 64. So this was my first PC, and because my dad saw me interested, he showed me the previous version. So the Commodore 64, it was the version 64. Yeah, this one. Exactly the same as this one. Commodore 64. Because he saw me interested, he showed me the previous versions. So 32 and 16. And I'm probably one of the not many people of my age that have used the next one. Yeah. What are you talking about? My dad is 70. Of course he's still around. If you haven't heard of the Commodore 64, you probably not have heard of the X1. I don't even know how to Google it. And the difference, so X1 is what is binaries, right? I'll get to that in a moment. And it was famous because he had the floppy disk that was different. So this one are the latest floppy disk. You probably saw this one. The Commodore 64 had the bigger ones. There was like 2 or 3 times the size of this one. But the X1 had triangled shape. That's why I don't even know how to Google it anymore. So, okay. Floppy disk. So the Commodore 64 had, yep, exactly this. So the Commodore had this floppy disk. See how big they were? And then, but the X1, which was before that, he had I don't know how to show it to you. But anyway, yeah, we're talking about, yeah. So after the Commodore 64, I went to Windows 3.0, 3.1, 95, 98, 98 second edition, 2000, Millennium, Vista. I did them all, mate. I'm not a big fan of the Hammer, to be honest. You're talking about the H2? Which one? And why the Hammer? Like if you would have... Who the fuck told you that, mate? Who told you that, mate? He was lying to you. Or she was lying to you. Okay, if you tell me that looks cool, yeah, all right. Like, yes, it does look cool. I think the reason why I say I don't particularly like it is because it's very square. Yes, it was designed after a military vehicle, that's for sure. So it has to be this way. But if I have the money, I will. There are a few cars that are like, okay. Let me go through all different budgets. Okay. I would say I will have a Tesla. That's for sure. I keep forgetting the name of the thing. Yeah. At least one Tesla, yes. At least one Tesla. But I'll probably have a Cybertruck. You had all the good things in life. I wouldn't mind. Bottom line is, if I had to choose, I will go electric. No matter which car it is, I will go electric. And the Cybertruck, because you have panels on top, you can get the version with panels on top. So almost as self-sufficient as possible. With that said, I also like the Model X a lot, but only like, look at this. You can tell that I'm a tech enthusiast, but it's not garbage, mate. It's definitely not garbage. You can't go from one extreme to the other. But yeah, Tesla, of course, autonomous driving. But look at the size of the screen here. But, okay, all electric. Another car that I actually look into is, you'll mock me now. I think I showed it to you last time. Abarth 500E. I have to lose some weight to fit it in. Yeah, one sec. I'll probably won't be able to show it on stream because it would have some. But yeah, this. I have to lose some weight to fit in it. But the Abarth 500E, it's so good. Look at the inside. What style, comfort. But if I had to choose petrol, I would go Aston Martin. And you know why? For one simple reason. And I'm sure saying, yeah. Be ready. Be ready for the reason. What else? Which one was it? It wasn't the DB12. There is one reason. I mean, look at this. Look at the Valhalla. Aside from that, Aston Martin in general as a brand, because it's the only one at this point in time that offers Apple CarPlay Ultra. Who cares? Did you have people shooting at you? I mean, unless you're famous. I mean, but yeah, so Aston Martin is the only brand that offers Apple CarPlay Ultra. Have you heard of it? So it's not the usual CarPlay. Let me put it this way. CarPlay Ultra is CarPlay on steroids. See? So you have the normal CarPlay on the normal screen, but then you also have the interface of the car. So it's actively integrated in the car. I don't know if that makes sense. So this part is also by Apple. Oh, no, 18 minutes. No, there's no way.
This.
Okay. Okay.
Content with owning your ears and your eyeballs and your desktops and your wrists, Apple wants to take over your car too. Apple first announced this next generation CarPlay software way back in 2022, and then it all went a bit quiet.
Look at this.
Until two videos were released at its 2024 Worldwide Developers Conference, offering more details on what it would look like and how it would work. And now, in spring 2025, we finally got our hands on it, in an Aston Martin. Okay, so in a bit, I'm going to be parking up and taking you through absolutely all the new functions and features in this CarPlay system. But first, we need to talk about the elephant in the room, because not all manufacturers are that happy with this new CarPlay system. Ola Källenius, the CEO of Mercedes, recently went on record to give these manufacturers a toolkit or a set of templates. Need to answer today is, obviously, is this new CarPlay system any good? But also, is this idea of an all-encompassing Apple CarPlay interface that takes over the whole car, is that in itself worthwhile?
It is.
To do that, we need to understand how this new system operates differently. The old system was simply a mirror of your phone and selected apps. You plugged in or connected wirelessly, all the computing was done on the phone, and the car displayed the info like a monitor. Here,
remember, it's Apple,
there's
not
quite a bit
Google.
more going on. There's still some stuff that's mirrored and computed on the phone, but that's now mixed in with what they call local UI.
Actually,
info that's being taken
no, it will still collect, but it will be on, it will stay in the car. Sorry,
local UI. Info that's being taken directly from the car, like fuel level or speed, and shown through Apple's interface. Then on top of that, there's something called punch-through UI, where Apple allows stuff from the car's native system to show up in CarPlay, like the feed from the reversing camera. Oh, and to work, you need an iPhone 12 or later, and iOS 18.4 or later, and CarPlay Ultra relies solely on a wireless connection. Okay, so here we are inside the DBX, and I'm going to show you how the CarPlay Ultra system works. Forgive me if I take my time here, because I want to show you every single last detail. So, right here, you can see the built-in Aston Martin UI. I'm going to set up CarPlay right from the beginning to show you how all the steps work. Now, you can do it all wirelessly. It is a wireless system, but if you plug it in, it's just a little bit quicker. So for the purposes of this demonstration, I've plugged it in. There it is. Connect to CarPlay, enable wireless CarPlay, and then you get this graphic here, setting up CarPlay as it exchanges information with your car. At some point, the car is going to ask me if I'm happy with all of this.
This is only the first time.
I'm very happy, car, don't you worry. And we'll just wait a second. Now, what's interesting is this is only the first time that you set up your phone with the car. Every subsequent time that you get into the car with your phone, it will boot up immediately. So the functions that run on the car itself, namely in front of you, the speedometer, the RPM, those will boot up immediately and you can drive the car away. And then the bits that run off the phone require the phone to boot up, and for CarPlay may take a little longer. But the point is, as soon as you get in your car, unlock it, get in, you've told them that you want to use CarPlay Ultra, then the car is available to drive. There's no logging in, booting up procedure.
It's done. It's ready to go.
You will effectively, from that point forward, use CarPlay Ultra as your interface.
Hello.
And here we go. It's very polite.
Hello to
saying hello to me.
you.
You see Aston Martin and CarPlay Ultra logos on that screen in front of me. And that's the screen that I'm going to start with, because that's the new one. That's where CarPlay has never been before. This bit in the middle, for the time being, probably looks quite a lot like the interface that you're used to with the standard CarPlay. But let's go over here to this instrument cluster. Now, this is probably the most classic layout that you can have. You can see you've got a bit of Aston Martin racing green there in the sort of gradient colours. You've got quite intricate dials.
Look how it
trying to look
changes.
quite
as soon as it
analog.
changes it.
And then you've got a sort of info square in the middle of the screen. So if I go to this swipe panel on the right hand side of the wheel and swipe up, you'll see that central panel
we got the
changes.
maps.
There's not endless submenus. There's a simplicity
Straight away
to
in
it
front
which
of you.
speaks to the UI that Apple has always employed. So there we go, maps. In fact, while we're on maps, I'll show you how to use Siri. So we'll ask it to navigate us back to the hotel. Take me back to the Ritz-Carlton.
Getting directions to the Ritz-Carlton, Rancho Mirage.
There we go. So we got some nav set up for when we're finished here. If I keep swiping up, we have our music interface. Yeah. This is actually the radio that we're on now, yacht rock radio even, because why wouldn't you? There we go, your tyre pressures, your trip computer with a really distinctive kind of Apple style to it. and then back to the radar
That's
cruise
not done
control,
yet. Wait for it.
diagram there. We'll leave it on maps for the time being. Now, this is where it gets really fun because you can change the layout of this screen in front of you. There's about 4 or 5 of them. So if I swipe left to right instead of up and down, you'll see they start to change. So here we go.
Oh, look at this.
Similar layout, 2 dials, speed on the left, revs on the right. You got your fuel gauge. You've got everything that you are used to seeing, but it's just got that kind of more minimalist now, more Apple, more obvious Apple style to it. I'll keep on swiping. Here we go. This one is probably the biggest departure. You've just got these lines for your speed,
all the information is
lines
a
for your
glance
fuel,
of the eye, and it looks
revs
so
and
good
engine
because
temperature, and it looks
Apple designed it. So
a long way
it's
away
designed
from what you'd
minimalist,
expect to
it's
find
designed
in Aston Martin.
very
This is where it
well,
starts to get quite exciting. Keep on swiping, and you've got a different take on that kind of more classic analog style. And then another one, minimalist. And this one,
full screen
full width,
navigation.
Map that
Who
you've got
gives
on there
you
with
full
just
screen
the
navigation in
speed
front of you?
and your vitals on a strip
And you still have all the
underneath.
information
And
at
again,
the bottom.
If I swipe this
I don't know
one
if you can tell.
up and down, audio, music on there, or just this landscape sort of wallpaper in the background for a more kind of calming atmosphere. And
If
I
you go on
believe
the highway,
that
you got the
wallpaper
calming
on that
wallpaper.
instrument
So,
cluster
you know,
screen
like,
actually
look,
bleeds
I'm
off
not
and
overselling,
matches the
it controls
central
everything
screen, which
about
we're
the
gonna
car.
check out in just a minute. Don't you worry. There's a few kind of cool features on here as well. You'll notice it's written hand built in Great Britain. You can tell that Aston Martin designed this themselves, and they want to, you know, show off their brand credentials.
Another things that I want to show you is
already.
you
And that's
can
because
control the
whereas
climate.
before,
You can
if
control
wanted
everything.
To change the climate
This is
control
why
or
I'm
to
saying Apple CarPlay Ultra is the future. What are you? Yeah, no. Yeah, stream. Let's see. Oh, is that the one? Okay.
Come on, man, I got kids to feed. Oh, they don't like falafel?
Gee, that's not a bad idea.
Thank you, that solves most of my problems.
Where were the other drugs going?
I never knew. Wait, what?
I said, where are the other drugs going?
Why are you talking like that?
It's a bad voice. It's a bad.
Really kind of goes against the whole dark Batman thing.
Are you kidding me? I worked on that like all day. I was like bat, sonar, high, squeaky.
It's not scary. It's silly.
I ran this by I ran this by people I know, and they loved it.
It's bad.
Bad.
Fucking bad.
This is embarrassing. Can I please show you another one?
Sure.
Where were the other drugs going? Fuck face.
Malkovich?
Yeah. He's scary.
It's like, I'm better. I'm stronger. I'm Batman.
No, it's totally wrong.
Where were the other drugs going, huh? Just kidding.
Why Pacino?
Maybe I am Al Pacino. You don't know. What's he do at night, huh? Fight crime.
Not a Batman.
Hello, Governor. Where were the drugs going?
You're representing Gotham. I wouldn't go British.
Hey, how you doing? Where were the other drugs going, huh?
It's not good.
Hey! Where were the drugs going? Where were the other drugs going? Where were the other drugs going? Yeah. ¿Dónde están los drogas? Where were the other drugs
good,
going? The silly drugs. Where are they? Answer me, Herbertus!
Where were the drugs? Supposed to be Dustin Hoffman.
Where were the other drugs going? Huh? Do I look like a copy,
All right.
Now, fine. Where were the other drugs going?
Wait. What was that?
What?
Do that again.
Where were the other drugs going?
You know what? That's not bad.
I just lost my voice.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Can I just say it?
Yeah, no, swear to God.
Swear to me! Alfred, I'm coming home. What do you mean, who is it? It's Bruce. Who else has this number?
It was funny. It was funny. I have to say it was funny. Oh my god. Yeah, it was funny. But yeah, look. Anyway, so tomorrow we got Kahoot. We got whatever guys you want to do. Kahoot. Okay, all right. Oh, actually, I just need to move the favorites. I'll do this and then there was a way. Set up groups. DM. Okay, last one. Hopefully they won't get me banned. Let's do this.
So you're fast.
Oh yeah, real fast.
Well, if the fate of the world ever comes down to who can win a 500-yard dash, I have your number on speed dial.
Oh. I actually like that.
This fucking
Whoopsie daisy. Joker.
Sorry. Look at us. I have you. And you've got none of your super friends here to save you because you fired them all. So looks like it's time to say goodbye.
Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh. Maybe there's something you want.
What? What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Let's see. How about we take off that mask and reveal your identity on TikTok? Or how about I drive your little tank car into a preschool? The possibilities are so fun!
You're sick, Joker.
Yeah, I am sick. But what else do you expect from a man who was raised by a narcissistic mother who let her abusive boyfriend beat her sweet little son? It's me. Only for that trauma to manifest into a disorder where he laughs uncontrollably at inappropriate moments. Like that.
Hold on.
They're actually good. I have to say they're actually good.
What?
What do you mean, what?
That's why you laugh? It's a medical condition?
Yes.
I thought you were just insane and maniacal.
Yeah, no, it's just a disorder. The Zoloft helps.
Zoloft helps?
Yeah. But you know what was maniacal? Those thugs who stole my sign from my sign spinning job.
You were a sign spinner?
It was a soulless job. And that turned me into the homicidal maniac you see sitting before you.
Because
from spinning signs.
Okay, here's what happened. Okay, so the thugs stole my sign.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That you were spinning.
And then I chased them to get my sign.
You gotta get that sign.
And then they beat me up with the sign.
Okay, was it like a big, heavy metal sign?
No, it was cardboard.
They hit you with like a cardboard sign.
Yeah, but it was a really thick ply.
Yeah.
You know, like a moving box.
Does
You know,
that
not
make
like an Amazon
sense?
box, but really, you know what I mean?
So you're spinning a thick ply sign and some riffraff took it and bopped you with it, and now you have to kill kids and shit?
Well, the trauma of the whole sign spinning incident twisted my guts, traumatized me. Then I started carrying this gun around, you know, to protect myself. And then it went off in the children's hospital and I lost my job as a clown. And then...
Hold! You worked as a clown.
Well, yeah. I mean, how else do you think I can do this makeup?
Yeah, because you could never just freestyle that. This is a lot to me. It's like finding out Scarecrow was Scarecrow because he played Scarecrow in a production of The Wizard of Oz. Just fucking kill me.
I'm sorry?
Fucking kill me. Shoot for the mouth hole.
You want me to shoot you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because the more I learn about you, the lamer you get. And I'm getting lame by association.
It's way cooler than that!
Is it?
Yes!
Let's go, Flop Shoes.
Okay. I got one for you.
Okay.
You know what's really, really devious?
Please, something. Give me something.
How about this? I dated my girlfriend for a whole 6 months, and then I found out she was imaginary.
You don't even know what to reply to that, Jesus.
I just want to be very well heard on this point. Eat fucking shit. Eat fucking shit. You clown car valet. Nothing was better than this. Me just falling asleep, wondering why you might be the way you are, is better than this bullshit Lifetime movie that I'm being forced to sit through. You're not Taxi Driver. You must love dogs.
Okay, all right. How about this?
Please.
This is some really twisted stuff.
I want to believe.
Here it comes. Before I was the Joker,
yeah,
all I wanted to do was make people laugh.
This is good. This is on brand.
And so I became a stand-up comedian.
You were an open micer.
So I did some open mics, and I did some bringer shows, 3 drink minimums, that kind of thing. And then I got on late night, and the host mocked me on the air. On national television.
It sounds like you just bombed.
Yeah, no, I didn't bomb. They didn't get how funny I was. So I shot the host in the face.
Most comics just, retreat into improv.
Okay, well, when I didn't kill, I killed.
Oh, God. We deserve better. Gotham deserves better. Puns. Come on, kill me, you hack.
Stop! I'm not a hack! I'm not a hack.
What? What is this? Are you doing the Elaine?
It's my dance. It's a physical manifestation of me stepping into my new life of evil.
Oh, I didn't know you do interpretive dance. You are cool.
Really?
No! What the fuck is this? Bumpity Boo's vlog? You're lame.
Hey, shut up! We live in a society!
Oh, great. Your greatest contribution. A meme no one gets. You're gonna die worse than the Amy Kid Goosebumps girl. Fuck this, I quit. I prefer Jared Leto.
Well worth it. Well worth it, mate. Well worth it. Thank you for introducing me to these 2 videos. They were very, very funny. These guys are pretty good, actually. Like, you find from time to time good YouTube channels that they do this sort of like improv thing. Growing up, we had a musical group that they were making songs about TV shows and movies, mocking them in basically the same way as the video was doing now, but they were doing it with music. And yeah, it's so funny. It's so funny, mate. Thank you though. In medical condition, yeah, that's right. That's right. And also, what they say kind of makes sense. Like, you can tell that not just mocking him, but they are like they're using the actual story to explain things that, but in a funny way. So something that could be right, because yeah, it's medical condition. Or for example, I was at the hospital doing the clown for kids. That's why I can make my own makeup like this. You know, it's all. Yes and no. I'm very. I don't know if go one side or the other. It was right. I always prefer Joker when it's part of Batman than on Suicide Squad. I didn't particularly like him. Let me put it this way. What was the name of the games that you guys always want to play? The one that you have to draw? Is this Scribble? Yeah. She's cute. She's definitely cute. You can't say no, she's not, because yeah. This is Scribble. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Oh. Do I have to sign in? We would on stream. Oh. Okay. Follow-up question. Are you talking about which one I like the most based on physical features or as a character? Oh, Smash all three? Can I say that? No, look. If I had to choose, probably Poison Ivy first. I would say Poison Ivy first, then Wonder Woman, and then Harley Quinn. Wonder Woman has got that Gadot, which is the only Wonder Woman that have like the main Wonder Woman. Let me put it this way. It's got that. The French say je ne sais quoi. That makes it very interesting. Je ne sais quoi. It's like I don't know what. Je ne sais quoi. But yeah, she's got that je ne sais quoi of. But obviously, let's not forget about someone that doesn't usually appear so much on the screen, but she's very cute. Supergirl. Yes. Can we do one? Okay. I'm just saving the bookmarks for tomorrow. Okay, so I have Kahoot, Kahoot Scribble, Word on Stream, OpenGuesser. Is there any other games you think of? Let's see. One Stream, One Show, Army. Okay, last one. I'm doing some stuff anyway, so why not? I'm looking up other games. Okay. Let's see.
Leave no traces.
Torch the place.
I gotta take a piss. Why does he do that every time we're committing a crime?
Oh, having trouble? Have a drink. You look like a guy who takes himself way too seriously. You want my opinion? No. Girl Scouts! You need to lighten up. Wait, what? Girl Scouts!
Wait, you're scared of Girl Scouts?
Knocking on the door. I don't have any cash.
Maybe I didn't use enough of this stuff.
Yes. Feel the fear. No. Sleeveless t-shirt.
Sleeveless shirts.
Your torso is warm. But what of your arms?
Wait,
hold on.
You jump off of buildings and you fight criminals and you're scared of Roombas?
How does it know where to go if we don't push it?
Wow. Just wow. Oh my God, what is it now?
Ukulele, keep it away. It's Jingle Jangles telling me I'm in a club med.
Why would you be afraid of that?
Oh, fluorescent light bulbs. Save the Earth, but at what weird, twisty cost?
Okay.
Jingling keys. Fun for babies, not for Batman.
I don't understand.
Intimacy.
Okay.
Wait, I gotta check this. Hold on. Hey, wake up. Now what do you see?
Maggots. Fire. Oh God, make it stop!
See, that makes sense to me.
No, stay awake. Christopher McDonald.
Hey, Batman, how you doing?
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Goose McKenzie, you keep your distance.
Goose McKenzie, that going way back. You know, most people know me as Shooter McGavin, but thanks for knowing my work.
The television show Double Dare. Invisalign braces. A bag of sun chips. Oh, Babe Ruth's tiny legs. Bats.
Bats! See, that makes sense because you're afraid of bats, so you dress like a bat so you can frighten your enemies. You dress like a.
Bats. Baths.
Baths.
Baths like a bath.
Yep.
Taking a quick shower is just as refreshing and uses 1/3 the water.
And you're Gotham savior.
It's wasteful.
Screw this.
You're burning alive. This doesn't scare you.
No, it's actually kind of a relief. Just keep those Roombas away from me. They're like little electronic Alfreds. I mean, nobody.
Just the rumors away.
Certainly not the butler who raised me.
This one was not as fun as the other ones, I have to say, but it was still pretty good. It's still pretty good, brother. All right. I'm just looking at other games that we could be doing tomorrow. The thing is, most games, they only work with Twitch. So at the moment we have Code Scribble, Open Guesser. You know the ones that it shows you the street and you have to guess which country that is. And then Words on Stream. I'm just looking up if there is another couple of games, but yeah, it's I guess it's getting boring. Oh, wait, is this $10 on Steam? Crowdsourced choice chamber. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. I feel my eyes being heavy, and also we have no music, no anything, so I gotta reboot my laptop. It's not normal that it's going like this. Yeah. Thank you for popping in. I'm just glad that you figured out Sona. If you still need help, I'm happy to help. But otherwise, you do you. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. See you later, buddy.